After months of nothing really happening, I think today, someone finally found me.
It's all right, pretty lady. You're breathing.
Did you like the flower? Are you going to be my partner or my enemy? Do you remember where you were the day she crashed?
She hasn't died yet. This is 1982.
I want the man who murdered my officer.
Are you Kevin Hales?
We're arresting you for the murder of Sean Irvin.
Just a pebble on the beach, mate. We are everywhere. Everywhere.
Maybe somebody wants us to think that Hales was working alone.
I think we better clear up this misunderstanding at once. Shut the door, Jean.
Do I know you? Molly?
Female, bullet wound to the head. That's 10 litres. Got 7 blood. Oh, God.
No, let me in!
Alex! Come on, Alex.
Mom? Chaz, key to this door. Did you hear them talking?
Not really, no.
It was me. They're talking about me. How could I forget that?
My mum says I've got an head like a sieve.
And I've got a head with a bullet in it. What if I start forgetting where I'm from and then I forget that I've forgotten? Shaz, I can't forget.
Mum, the gov's been calling for you. Gladly.
Pupils are fixed and fully dilated. Getting nothing from her.
We'll go and get a baked lasagna, yeah? Bloody ravenous.
Just don't give up on me, please don't. Keep fighting for me.
Fighting for you? Oh, it's more like fighting over you, darling.
Bonnie, Operation Burning Ring, tip off. Tastiest J Fonda in the back. Get in, Bowles. Get in!
Gus, the driver of the Princess is confirmed as Jed Wicklow.
For God's sake, slow down.
Take it easy on the cargo.
Don't ever tell me how to drive. This motor is more a part of me than my own ball sack.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong with him, John. He's barely conscious.
He's heading to the gypsy camp. This should be fun.
Don't try and ram him, Cole.
My name is Alex Drake. I've been shot and that bullet's taken me back in time. Now I'm lost in 1982, and all I can do is fight and search and stay alive. Because somehow, I will find a way home.
That is one smashed up Jippo.
Think he's dead, Gov. Maybe you shouldn't have rammed him.
Death of a princess.
I'm 90% certain he was on something.
Only 90%. How frightfully modest. Well, camp looks cheery this morning. Is there a musical called Paint Your Wagon Shit-Coloured?
No one touch him!
I won't move him, let me see. Oh, look at this, a Jippo in brogues.
Yeah, I'm a GP. He's dead.
So 5 years of medical school paid off then. This man is Jed Wicklow, correct? He was running a car ringing operation. I suppose you lot weren't aware of that because you're also law-abiding.
Yeah, we are.
Look, we need to rope off the crash scene. We can't move the body until forensics get here.
Why? He crashed end up.
Because he was under the influence.
Big deal. I'm under the influence right now.
Gov, we need to secure the crash scene. This guy died in complicated circumstances.
He rolled over. There's nothing complicated about that.
You killed him! You ran off the road!
Gov,
Right? Want a barrel load of plod? You, Dr. Death. Verify cause and time. You stay with the body till we find a slab for it.
Come on, back. Nothing to see here, move on.
Well, something to see, but you can't bloody see it. Back! Back?
hey, these people trust you?
Yes.
Good, well then so do I. Can you ask them to step away, please?
Terry, please, just try to keep people away. Can somebody get a sheet to cover him up?
Governor doesn't have to say that he ran the princess. He could just say that Jed was pissed and lost control. We could back him up, I suppose. Less, though.
Nobody should lie about what happened today. An accident occurred and our chief suspect was killed. Now, that does affect our investigation, and it should, if we have any moral compass whatsoever, affect our consciences, OK?
Quite right, Inspector. That's the way I want this force to operate. We get the facts straight, we decide where the blame lies, and if it lies with us, we acknowledge it. Publicly.
Any idea on the princess?
We haven't made any checks, Gov. We didn't think it was a priority.
Everything is a priority all of the time. We do know how to be thorough when the mood takes us, sir.
Of all the great career moves in all the world, I'm glad I just got to see the worst. Classic timing, Mom.
Oh, I don't need to take a career lecture from you, Carling. You were talking about a cover-up just now.
Thing is, though, if we're going to do all this whiter-than-white stuff, Gov's got to hold his hands up to dangerous driving.
It'll be fine.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
I didn't say come.
I'm a modern girl, Gov. I come when I need to. Now, what sort of statement will we issue to the press?
Well, we give the press the good news, of course. This was a major car theft racket with $2 grand worth of motor stolen every week. Complex respray and fencing system.
I realise it's a coup, sir, but it's still a hot potato. I appreciate this sort of thing happens. I mean, Wicklow could have crashed anyway. He was so out of it. I'm not laying blame.
No, you're laying the blame the same way that a two-bit hooker lays stockbrokers.
All right, Jane. I know where you're coming from, Inspector. Operation Burning Ring ended in a nasty mess, but it could have been a lot worse, a hell of a lot worse for both of you. I've seen good coppers crucified for stuff like this. In fact, DCI Hunt's a hero.
What?
Wicklow was out of control,
Yeah?
which is why he would have ploughed straight into that kiddie.
What kiddie?
I spoke to them personally. A witness who said there was a child standing directly in the path of the princess. If Jean hadn't shunted the vehicle, it would have hit that child.
I don't recall a kiddie.
It must have been on your blind side. Good grief, I feel like Richard Nixon. We have a witness. The press hounds will love it. Prompt action saves the day. Well done, everybody. Well done, Jean.
God, we can still prove that Jed Wicklow had drugs in his system.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well done, lads.
Sir!
You really do want every little box ticked, don't you, Inspector? You want to meet the child concerned? I can arrange
Putting
that.
the child to one side, sir. It's about Kevin Hales.
Can only bear to hear the name of that cop killer.
Suspected cop killer.
Suspect? He confessed.
Or was forced to confess.
Yeah, sorry. You put in a request about him yesterday. I didn't get back to you.
When Kevin was arrested, he was bewildered. And I'd just like another chance to talk to him.
You want to talk to that piece of dirt? Then fine and dandy. I'd have thought you got quite enough on your plate.
I want to talk to Kevin Hales.
You can't leave things alone, can you? Pick, pickety pick.
I was trying to help you out back there, Gov. We could have sorted this car crash thing without resorting to...
To what, Bowles?
To whatever methods you've now decided to run with.
A quick reminder, Drakey. I am one of the good guys, and you are on my side.
This'll never be my side.
What, you saying you're not a good cop?
I'm saying I know where I belong.
As for Kevin Hales, drop it like it was all shit. Tell Muchley.
This operation has been conducted over a period of months, utilising the resources of 3 divisions. thanks to the diligence of DCI Hunt and his team, not to mention some frankly heroic driving today, not only has the chief architect of the car ring been put out of action, but DCI Hunt himself prevented the man from running over a child.
The government called the sinking of the General Belgrano an uncalled-for act of aggression, and the people are...
We're really giving those Argies some shit.
Those Argies are probably not even professional soldiers, Ray. It's a conscription army. Do you have any idea how young some of them are?
If they're old enough to bleed, they're bleeding old enough. Shouldn't even be on our soil.
Pictures, right? No, come on, pictures. Me and Shaz. It's just... I'm waiting for the right time.
Yeah, how much did that set you back?
500.
A monkey?
She's worth it.
Oh.
Ray, a quick word. We've got a problem down at the gypsy camp.
Chris, Kevin Hales.
Bastard.
Where's he on remand?
Don't know, bastard.
Stop saying bastard and find him for me.
Wilco.
If anybody wants me, I'll be at the morgue. I want to find out exactly what Jed Wicklow had in his system.
Mom? Morgue's a waste of time. Body never even got there. Gypsy Cream's nicked it. Dead suspicious, if you ask me.
I'm not asking you, Ray.
Could be the best solution.
What do you mean?
Body vanishes, so does the inquiry.
I'll pretend you didn't say that.
Fine. Tell them if they can help us with our investigations, we'll sacrifice a dozen chickens to one of their gods.
Thieving swines they are.
Oi, I happen to be part Romany on my mum's side.
Used to you, that, is it?
Bunch of pikeys protecting one of their own.
Protecting their own? Well, we can't have that, can we? We're going down there now.
If we must.
So, she asked pointlessly, does this department have its own Romany liaison officer?
Yes, but he got kicked out for pissing in the basin and getting one of the sniffer dogs pregnant.
Chaz, I'm promoting you to liaison officer.
Super duper.
Why don't you let me handle this?
You in a field with a bunch of jippos on your own, don't be ridiculous. I'll tie you up as a sex slave and make a rabbit trap out of your knickers.
You don't have to go.
Don't trust me. Right, they want the body of Jed Wicklow. You're interfering with the police investigation. That is a criminal offence.
Some people think us being born is a criminal offence.
Oh, please give me a break. Tell you what, you want some respect? Why don't you try something totally radical like getting a job and paying your taxes? Oi, doctor! What the hell's going on? You're responsible for that body.
They took the body and I wasn't going to stop them.
Well, what are they going to do, eat it?
I'm sorry, but you have to respect other cultures. Understand, please. Be reasonable. We're both...
Why shouldn't I arrest you for obstructing my investigation?
Can we shake? Please. No hard feelings. All square.
Golf! Over here, quick!
What are you lot doing? Burning evidence.
Shaz says it's part of the tradition. Burn the deceased belongings.
Well, how convenient.
Hey, Gov. Amphetamines.
Speed. Enough to make Wicklow a dealer.
Yeah, unless he was organising a rave.
Raving what?
We found him, Gov. Body's all wrapped up in one of the other caravans.
Savages.
Hey, go away. Come on.
Step back from the body, sir. Boy, step back, please. Step back.
Just step back.
Step back, please.
Come on, move away.
Put that down. Step back, please.
You come here a lot?
Since last winter, yeah. Locals thought they had TB, which they didn't. And I'm not allowed to register at the surgery, so I help as often as I can. Someone has to.
You must have had quite a shock today with the crash.
Jed was my boyfriend.
Jed was about more than just stolen motors, wasn't he? We're talking drugs and lots of them. I want to know who else was involved.
Well, can you carry on elsewhere, please? Alva here is grieving.
Oh, I don't think so, Preggy Sue. You're coming with us. In fact, you all are. Chris, Ray, round them all up and get them down the station, a lot of them.
Can I have all those waiting to be interviewed on this side, please? This side. Those being interviewed, follow the officer who's seen you. Those who have been interviewed, sit tight.
Lucky Heather, sir.
I'm sorry, dear.
We've just ID'd the Austin Princess that Jed was driving.
It's mine. It was stolen a few days ago. I didn't tell the police because I knew it was someone from the camp, and they get enough grief as it is.
You care about them, don't you?
After I got divorced... Actually, there is no after. You just get divorced forever, of course. Anyway, I was on my own, didn't like the empty hours, figured I might as well make myself useful. I suppose I've become a bit absorbed. Their lives and problems helps you forget about your own.
Well, that can happen.
Mum?
Chris, hey. What's with the old...
Lucky, isn't it? Can't hurt.
Look at her. Doesn't look very lucky, does she?
Not wearing the heather, though, is she?
Okay.
You asked about that bastard cop killer, Kevin Hales? I can't find a trace of him anywhere. Not at Pensonville or the Scrubs. He might have been found out to a nick. Cops inside are high risk.
Well, not a trace. Don't you find that suspicious?
No, just the balls up. Here's the toxic report on the little blue pills found in Jed's boot.
Amphetamines.
Speed, yeah.
Well, there's a fair bit then that he was dealing. These are Class A drugs, and somebody here must know something about them. Good.
Not in trouble, love. We just wanted to tell us about Jed Wicklow.
The way he crashed.
When this one rammed into him?
We reason to believe he was under the influence.
Well, he was a drinker and a fighter. And an enemy of my people.
How?
Because he was everything that people think we are. I've watched him pollute our young men, getting them onto drugs, little pills.
Was he a user?
Nah. He was too fly for that, dear.
But he was on something in the car this morning.
Good, well, not the bloody fair.
This one I have never seen.
Look out, Bowles. Tall, dark, handsome stranger on his way.
Well, he's tall. Some might say handsome, some might say the devil made flesh. You've been taken away from a child. Far away. But you fight. You always fight to get back. Her face.
I can't. Sometimes I can't see her face.
Someone is stopping you from getting home?
Yes. Yes, it's somebody I have to fight.
Well, this is a magical ride to the wrong side of the wardrobe.
Time is short. The lifeline is... How is the lifeline fading?
Don't tell me you buying all this crap, Inspector.
You I wish to read for.
Read a magazine, I'm busy. What's with the EBGBs?
Just forget it. I need a drink.
You know, I think you're taking all of this far too bloody personally. Jed Wicklow was a drug dealer, now he's a dead drug dealer. String up the bunting, one more off the streets. As soon as we find out if he had any accomplices, we can ship all this lot back to Shantytown. You don't believe in all that voodoo nonsense, do you? I would suggest you keep that pretty little head of yours in the real world, Drake.
But what if there's more than one real world? Excuse me.
Right, I'm tired, and you people are doing my head in. We're calling it a day.
Your fate is connected with the fate of many others.
Suppose so. I'm a copper. Get your coat.
What sign are you?
Serpico.
The Hanged Man tells me that you have power. Power that you will soon be forced to give up.
It'll be a cold day now when that happens, Grandma. Coat.
Give up your power to a Tyler.
What?
A Tyler.
Tyler?
Ray, word. I need Battleford.
Ah, talking to the good doctor, you wanted to know about the autopsy on the Austin? This is the juicy bit.
Where is he?
On his way out.
Nice. Dr. Battleford.
I'm taking Alva home.
It's very interesting how you've managed to answer all of our questions while saying absolutely nothing.
I'm not with you.
Viv, could you make sure Alva gets a lift home?
Of course, Mum. Come on, sweetheart.
You never told us that the stolen car was yours until we brought it up.
I told you I didn't want you thinking badly.
And also, did you know that the brakes were cut on your car? The car that Jed Wicklow was killed in?
Cut brakes, very tasty.
This is ridiculous, as if I don't have enough to deal with in my life. I am going through a vicious divorce, okay? Vicious. And now you're saying, what, that I'm a suspect in Jed's murder?
Well, you stood by while they hid the body. That suit you, did it?
This is just lazy, Inspector, but then again, what should one expect from the Met?
You see, the thing is, Gov, I've just told Dr. Battleford that the brakes were cut on his car, and he has expressed no surprise or shock whatsoever.
And how should I react?
Well, a normal reaction could be, what if I'd been driving the car, or maybe somebody was trying to hurt me.
Cod psychology now.
Psychiatry, actually.
Psychology.
Shit.
And not in the least bit cod.
Well, it doesn't matter what it's called, it isn't true. Mr. Hunt, can I just...
I think you know more than you're telling.
No, I think you're right, Inspector. No need. Maybe every need.
Take a seat, please, Doctor.
I've told you before, Mr. Hunt, I'm a decent chap, a square sort of bloke. Are you a square sort of bloke? You must be, surely.
Oh, he's square and on the level. Aren't you, DCI Hunt?
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Sure. I think we need a chat.
All in it together, aren't you? Listen to the call. Someone invent drag and drop. And I'm fighting there. Shaz, I can't forget that this is the wrong side. I will not be drawn into his fetid little world.
What was it?
It was a message.
You can't get messages on computers.
Just go home, Shaz.
Are you sure you're...
Get out! Shaz, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Glad you could make it, Gene.
We're known to meet in a public house and be quite happy.
I like it here. Like a cocoon. No outside world, just friends and whatever friends or brothers care to discuss. I know that business with the handshake threw you. Pretty soon it won't. All clubs have their idiosyncrasies. Our club is no different. Battleford. Some local doc. Not really killer material, is he? Not with a field full of gypsies to throw in the mix.
They're gunning for us, Mac. They find a floor, they're going to rip us wide open.
You seen this super glue stuff on the telly? Bombs anything, they reckon. Fella stuck to a board, swinging from a helicopter. Amazing. We need to be super glue. And there are ways of doing that. Your predecessor, DCI Garrett, didn't understand that. I don't want to see your chair vacant. I want to see you end up like Garrett. You know what you have to do?
Join the club.
Show me you're with us. We have to stick together.
Well, we will in this heat.
So we're settled then. Done.
I have to warn you, not very good in clubs. Serving a lifetime ban from the Scouts.
I'll notify the lodge. The more they try to break us, the stronger we become.
Super glue.
Everywhere I look, there's a cover-up. Lies, deception. I've lost perspective, Luigi. I've lost track of where I'm from, where I belong.
Signorina Drake, you drink so much.
I can't see her face anymore. I can't see her. The Gov, he wants me to belong. Well, I mustn't. I mustn't, whatever this place is. I can't stay in it. But I don't know how to get home.
I do, but I can't afford it.
If I don't fight this corruption, then I'll never get home. So I'll take them on. All of them. Because I tell you, Luigi, I tell you, one day I will get home. You wait.
I always wait. I am a waiter.
Devil-made flesh.
You're outside now.
You're one of us now, Jane. Square on the level.
Shut the door, Jane.
What sort of chap? He's square on the level.
Much better.
Shake.
Surely.
Shake hand.
Yeah.
Mom, pathological report on Jed Wicklow.
It's pathology.
Said that.
Jed Wicklow died of an overdose of sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills?
Yes, the panacea of desperate housewives, not gypsy drug dealers. Now, who could have a ready supply of those to hand?
Are you phoning, Mum?
Dr. Battleford, please. It's D.I. Drake from Fenchurch's CID.
I can't see a GP being wrapped up in all this, not really.
Why, because the vote says DP? Okay, he's not. Fine. Do you know when he'll be back? Okay, thank you. Bye. He's there. He's avoiding us. Chris, I want you to go down to the surgery and find Battleford. Don't let him fob you off. I want to see exactly what he's got to say about the prescription drugs in Jed Wicklo's system.
He'll say he doesn't know anything.
Well, apply some pressure and see what happens.
Shall I tell the Gov?
I think maybe we should keep this between us. Yeah, we're both grown-ups after all.
Well, Cole?
Hey, I'm gonna get you. Come on.
Are you able to talk to me about Jed, Alva?
Want to go and play with the others?
Did Jed give you those bruises?
I'm not sorry he's dead. They tried talking to him and he'd cry in there. Tell me he was sorry. I'll look after you, Alva. It'll start again. I weren't worried for me, though. It was Kathy and Billy.
It's Kathy and Billy?
Kathy if it's a girl and Billy if it's a boy.
I know that he's been kind, but is there anything that I should know about Dr. Battleford?
He helps us here.
Yeah, I know.
I need him for the baby's sake, if nothing else. God, you've got kids, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I have a daughter, Millie. Molly.
Well, make up your mind.
It's Molly.
I love it here. Jed's gone now. Just don't spoil it. Leave us alone.
Alva! missed them and they were right under our noses. Battleford was giving sleeping tablets to Alpha, and toxicology found 5 days' worth in Jed Wicklow's system.
A Type 42 destroyer was attacked and hit late this afternoon.
Go on.
By an Argentine.
Well, what if Alva drugged Jed to stop him hitting her? What if one day she gave him too much? I mean, Battleford was prescribing Alva the drugs. He hated Jed. What if he said to Alva...
You're straying down the wrong path.
Why, because I'm implicating Battleford?
Alva was beaten by Jed. She could have killed him. Simple as that.
Well, then we arrest them both, and we cross-interview. At the very least, he must be an accessory.
Well, we'll start with the girl.
Why, protect Battleford. Please don't do this.
Gov, you should come and see this. The Sheffield's going down. You're telling me this is the work of schoolboy conscripts?
You know what? Those archers should just scram, because we're going to waste them.
Mac's got a real hold on you, hasn't he?
Oh, shut it.
We've closed down a whole line of inquiry just to keep on side with him, thick as thieves.
Are you going to get me, Alva, or do I have to do it myself?
You're a rotten man.
You leave Battleford out of this.
It's too late. He's already on his way in.
You know you're wasting your time, Drake.
And you're letting me down, Gov.
You all right, Gov? Who are you, Marjorie Proops?
This is harassment.
No, sir. If we were harassing you, you'd know all about it.
The sleeping pills.
Were prescribed to Alva by me. Satisfied.
She had rather a lot of them.
Well, I didn't see what she did with them. I just prescribed them.
And did you prescribe any to Jed Wicklow?
Jed didn't suffer from anxiety. He just caused it. My patient was Alva. I assumed she was taking the tablets as instructed, wasn't she?
Those tablets are what killed him.
Oh, dear. Listen, I know Alva wouldn't intentionally harm anyone. Can't you leave that young girl alone, Inspector?
Our boys are out there fighting for all that's sovereign, and back home we've got these dirty scroungers.
Shut it, Sergeant.
Well? You think I'm protecting Battleford? Well, I think you're protecting the girl.
You're not even pushing for the whole truth, are you? Will you please just explain it to me, because I'm really struggling to understand any of this.
Oxtail's been taken out of the drinks machine.
What?
New initiative. Oxtail is now deemed incommensurate with standards of public health in the workplace.
Well, hot cow's arse isn't my idea of a power drink.
Oxtail's been on the go as long as I've been in the force. If you're too knackered to eat, it tricks you into thinking they've had a hot meal.
We've strayed from the issue.
No, we have not. They're trying to change everything around us. It might not be perfect, but it works.
What is the matter with trying to improve the system? Corruption!
Corruption? Sorry, D.R. Drake, have you just accused me of being corrupt?
I think you're scared. I think you're scared of change.
I have always followed my own lights to keep the streets safe, OK? You give me the tools, I will do the job. But do not watch me work, because it is not for the faint-hearted.
You're the thin blue line, Jean. I know. But I saw you let somebody off the hook because of the way they shook your hand.
Did you, though, Bowles?
Well, what did I say?
Well, whatever it was. If you don't like it, don't watch.
Please let me
in. No.
Just talk to me. Trust me.
Bite? Curry?
I'm finished. Just want to go home and watch Fame. Chris, please stop waggling yourself when you're talking to me.
They're moving them on, Sue. The jippos.
Hey. Whose orders?
Council's. Some kind of caravan act. About time. Hand it back to the honest tax-paying folk. And if they're drafting any muscle, I'm well up for it.
You okay? Yeah. Shaz has blown me out.
Yeah, well, look at you.
No, blown me out. I don't know when I'm going to pop the bloody question. Pint?
No, not tonight.
Hello?
DCI Garrett.
Nobody calls me that anymore. Who the hell's this?
Gene Hunt.
Hunt? My replacement.
What's the weather like in Margate?
Blinding.
Why'd you leave, Garrett? You were gone inside a week.
I suddenly had an urge to live by the sea. You being a good little Indian, are you?
What do you mean?
Of course you are. You'll have to be. I tell you what, Hunt. Don't call here again.
Anything happens to those boots?
It's all right. Trust me. You are now properly prepared.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
This is the keeper of the door, Tyler.
Tyler?
You must now be stripped of all vestiges of power. Empty your pockets. You are neither naked nor clothed. You are deprived of money and chattels. Now, allow a friend to lead you through the door.
Don't like the blindfold.
It represents your spiritual darkness.
Yeah, well, I'm not really all that spiritual,
It'll
Mac.
all be fine. You have come to us in darkness. You have come without wealth and without authority. You have come because you are ready to be born into a fraternity. You have come because you wish to understand the craft and all its symbols. So, are you come?
I am. Come yet.
Do you, Gene Hunt, swear that you will always hail, ever conceal and never reveal the secrets, arts and mysteries which you will receive?
I do.
Do you pledge never to speak evil of a brother Mason, to apprise him of any approaching danger, and to aid him if he makes the call?
I do.
Welcome, Brother Hunt.
Welcome, Brother Hunt. It's definitely better than the Scouts.
Now we can have a drink. I'm gasping. He took a while, but we got him here, eh?
So I'm the Tyler. Couldn't make it up, could you? Well done, mate.
Mate? When have you ever called me mate?
Different set of rules here, Gene. Good to have you.
Alex. Quite a sight, isn't it?
Hello again.
You drugged me.
I needed to know who you were, Alex. You're forgetting where you came from.
Where did I come from?
Same place as me. Where Molly is waiting for you.
Molly, honey, you got me.
If you trust me, Alex, we can go home together.
I don't trust you.
Fine.
No, please come back. Please come back. If this is real, you can help me. Please, I want to go home.
Terrific. You?
Very interesting.
Great.
It's complicated, isn't it? Life. You think you've got it all worked out. Someone comes along and makes you think completely differently about it. All change.
Bugger off, it's late.
Whose stuff's this? This stuff in the box.
Go on, Drake.
Is it Jed's?
Dad's at Battleford's. It was his car.
But this stuff's his. I'm really pleased, Chris.
Hey.
After what I saw last night, I'm really pleased you're not one of them.
I'm not one of them. I've got a girlfriend.
Listen, I'm going to have to make a deductive leap with Battleford. Okay, so just follow my lead.
Come on. Welcome. What the hell's going on now?
So, at what point did Jed Wicklow discover you were having sex with his girlfriend? Was it rape?
You may not believe me, but we were both attracted to each other. I love her, actually.
Oh, so it's love, actually. More like 4 benzos and a funeral.
Jed played daddy for a bit. Did you pay him to do that?
No comment.
But that couldn't last, because your ex-wife was bleeding you dry. Once you stopped paying Jed, he was going to tell everyone that you were the father and bango's your reputation.
I want a solicitor.
Jed had you over a barrel, so you decided to kill him. Did you get him to the surgery, spike him there? You gave him the car, and you cut the brakes for good measure.
Pike in a crash-stolen motor? How far's anybody going to look?
And if they do, well, you just shake their hand, because for all your liberal bullshit, you still couldn't understand why anybody would give a shit about one dead pikey thief. I think you're nicked, Doctor.
Dr. Battleford, you're free to go. Get out, Battleford.
Go. You should hear us out on this one.
Mr. Hunt, thank you so much. I knew I could count on you.
Get out!
He is guilty of murder.
Fine.
If this is your idea of preserving something, then you should hang. All of you should hang. Newman is right. Scarman is right. You're filthy and you're rotten.
And you have a very pretty face, but you go on longer than the Eurovision Song Contest. I know this station is corrupt. I know that Supermac is as bent as a 10-bob bit. And I hate the puffy, freaky, creepy, weirdy, trouser-hitching, nipple-waggling bloody Masons, all right?
I followed you. I saw you.
You're not getting it, are you, Bowles? I had to join, even though it sickens me to the pit of my stomach. In the words of Marlon Brando, you keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. How am I supposed to take on the super and find out how high this miserable thing goes if I've been pensioned off early and left to rot in some bungalow in Margate? I tell you this, Drake, I hate it. I hate what they're doing to this force.
You're playing with them.
No, that's just the way I'm standing. I almost told you about it on a couple of occasions, but, this is risky stuff. Far better that you didn't know what I was up to. That said, I didn't take into account just what a determined pair of stockings you actually are.
You can't just let Battleford go.
Well, we'll get life, I'll see to that. But we have even bigger fish to fry in this hornet's nest. We only have one stab at it, or else it'll be like rats leaving a sinking ship.
Metaphors. All over the shop.
I know. Clever, innit? So right now, I need to be square with Super Duper Macintosh, okay?
And what about Kevin Hales? Did you have anything to do with stitching him up?
No. Well, I don't know where he's gone either. But for now, we'll keep that to ourselves. Things are getting a little bit tasty around here.
You know, I think I know what's important. And then I forget.
What's important is you remember you're one of us.
Thank you.
Why?
Because I'm scared a lot of the time, and you were one of the only things that I could rely on. But being stubborn and angry, conceited.
You have me blushing.
You don't get it, do you? You don't get it. I thought I'd lost you.
Roy's taking some lads down to the camp. They're looking for trouble.
Have
1960s Controller Development Act means that you're here illegally. So either pack up all your stuff and move on, or we'll do the removal for you.
We work. We earn money. We've got a right to live somewhere.
Yeah, pack up all the stuff, boys, and throw it on the road.
Over my dead body.
Yes,
What is this, the rumble in the bloody jungle?
Alva, she's gone.
I'll help you find her.
Hey, what are you doing, mate?
What are you talking about? They're Chippos, not Argies. Come on! Right, where's Drake got to? Chris, you get Battlefed. Drake! Drake!
Don't push it, Alva.
Ah, right. Women's thing's good.
I'm gonna
Very
die.
good.
No, you're not. You're not gonna die. Oh, she's not gonna die. Here she goes. Hold her hand.
Right. Listen, love. You're not going to die. There's a senior police officer. Oh, that's occurring then. I'll go and get the car.
Okay, it's on the way. It's on the way. Right. Push.
My hand.
It's crowning.
Is that good?
Yeah, it means the head's showing.
Come on! Go on, Gal. Go on, Gal, son.
Let's move out to this baby, yes, cow, son. Okay, right, just be brave. Just for a minute more, cow. Push.
Come on! Come on! Come on, Eileen! Come on, Eileen!
Who's Eileen?
I don't know! Come on, Eileen!
Let's get you in. Oh, right.
Kathy or Billy?
Eileen. He named her.
We need to get them to a hospital.
I'll drive her. Do you want to go with her?
You okay?
Put it this way, I've never let Luigi cook me lasagna again. You went your way with a kid. A kid who trusted you, a professional. You abused that.
I did want to give her a better life.
Confess to murder, Battleford. It'll go down better. Believe you me. That's coming from a pro you can trust, the Genie.
It was all me. I couldn't take Jed anymore. He was the one thing stopping us from being happy. It wasn't her. It wasn't her.
Take him down, Skip.
Oh, sure, little soldier. Cell's all nice and Dettol. And there's buns for tea. Get in there.
Full confession, the doctor did it. Albert can carry on living in a toilet.
I thought this thing had been agreed, Gene. You're in these days. We talked about this.
Yeah, I know, but the DI Bird pushed for it, and... Well, to be quite frank, I don't think Balfour's worth the aggro.
He's all square.
Okay, fine, yeah, I can let him go. No problems, but, well, he had sex with a girl barely 16. How old's your daughter?
Yeah. No one wants to drink with a bloke like that. And he made it right for his own back with a confession. Hang him out to dry.
Thank you.
She's trouble, though. Drake.
Oh, I can slap her down. That's what makes the days fly by. Chris? Want you to charge Battleford with murder. Take D.I. Drake with you.
Nice one, Gov.
Good move, Gov.
Shut up, you thorn in my delightful derriere. Well, I don't need your blessing or disapproval, Mrs. Inspector. I need you to shut your lipstick and do as I tell you. You might have got further than any other brass in this station, but don't imagine you'll have any say other than what I tell you.
Well, I'm sorry if I was out of line, Gov.
Huh?
It's all settled then, is it, Gene?
I think you'll find it's good in here, Sergeant.
Yes, Gov.
This way. Mrs.
Smith. Yeah, Gene Smith.
No, you don't... No, Joe.
Yeah, they've still got to be moved on, all right. It's a ruddy law. I can't believe that you had a pop at me while I was trying to do my duty.
Well, there's one Jeff I'm not moving on, Ray.
Chris, get up.
Shazza, would you do me the amazing honour of becoming my wife? To having to hold from this day forward.
You don't have to go through the whole thing now.
Shaz, make me the proudest man alive.
Yeah, all right. Brill?
Brill. She said Brill.
Or does this mean we can go out on the piss tonight?
Does this mean we can go on the piss tonight?
I suppose it does, lover.
Looking very chirpy, Bowles. You've been sitting on the washing machine again.
I think I might not be alone in this place.
Oh, yeah?
In more ways than one.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
What if you're real?
What if you were quiet? Hey, would you believe it? Oxtail's back on. Must have read my letter.
Well, it wasn't exactly a letter, was it, Gov? Oxtail, now.
Put you in your place and all.
That was very convincing.
Well, it wasn't very difficult. You and me, Bowles. We're a team, fighting the rot together. You know all that stuff you were saying earlier? About letting you in. I take it you're employing tactics.
Huh. Yeah, psychological tactics.
Don't underestimate me, Bowles.
Going to Luigi's, Mum. Someone should tell the Gov his computer is completely useless. These things are never going to replace a good old-fashioned typewriter.
What's it saying?
ETA or something? No, I thought I knew what that meant, but... It's gone. Forgotten.
Ashes to Ashes continues next Monday, a taster coming up. And to watch and download exclusive extra content from the series, go online to bbc.co.uk/Ashes to Ashes.
Nobody leaves here, nobody empties their bladder or evacuates their bowels until I say so. Is that clear? I've been awake now for over 50 hours, and there is nowhere I would rather be less than in here with you lank-haired, four-eyed sponges.
I can feel something from you, Alex. Sadness.
Robin is controlling this.
You. He's controlling you. Lying bastards fed us the wrong target.
Please help me.